Hello everyone, my name is Sick and welcome back to another special announcement video. A little while ago I brought you an announcement video that GOG.com re-released SWAT 4 in its expansion pack, the Stachkov Syndicate, and now they've done another great thing with the re-release of the original Hidden and Dangerous and Hidden and Dangerous 2. Now, if you don't know what Hidden and Dangerous 1 and 2 are, they are old school tactical shooters that are very much in line with the games like the original Rainbow Six, the original Ghost Recon, SWAT 4, Operation Flashpoint, and so on. They fully fit inside that category, and they have a niche all of their own. They focus on the World War II era SAS, and they will be dropped behind enemy lines, and they will be completing, or asked to be completing, various objectives in various areas all across the world. So let's have a look at the announcements. So we start off with that of the original Hidden and Dangerous, including the Hidden and Dangerous Deluxe Edition, which apparently is slightly different. So let's have a look at what they say. The classic World War II tactical shooter that just arrived on GOG.com contains the original game plus its expansion, all carefully tweaked and tested to work on modern systems. However, there's another version of that game known as Hidden and Dangerous Deluxe, and we've also included that as a free bonus goodie with the original. So this is something I was not entirely aware of, but apparently this is a thing. The Deluxe Edition was released for free as a commercial promotion for the game's sequel back in 2003, the year that Hidden and Dangerous 2 first came out. Now that was something I was aware of because, well, I have the original Hidden and Dangerous 2, original Hidden and Dangerous 1 as a store-bought retail copy. I actually own it about 3 times, and I also played the free deluxe version that I downloaded off the internet because it's just easier to install that way. And when you quit that game, you will actually see a promotion page for Hidden and Dangerous 2. So because of this, I was kind of I thought it was kind of strange that Hidden and Dangerous was for sale again on GOG.com because, well, there is a freeware version out there that is called Hidden and Dangerous Deluxe. But apparently, the two kind of differ from each other. So let's read on. Despite having essentially the same content, the original and the Deluxe Edition are quite different from each other, and deciding on which one is the best comes down mostly to a matter of preference. Some users appreciated the higher resolution textures and map editor available in Deluxe, and others criticized the questionable changes made in certain maps and the noticeable repetition in your squad mates' faces. Now that is something I never really noticed myself, and like I said, I own the original Hidden and Dangerous, and I've played the Deluxe version as well, but probably too far apart from each other to really know the difference, and also at an age where things like that might not have been noticed by myself. So, Hidden and Dangerous Deluxe is still available as freeware in certain places, but now also included as a free bonus with the action pack. So you don't actually pay for Hidden and Dangerous Deluxe, you're paying for the original Hidden and Dangerous plus its expansion, which is dubbed the action pack. More importantly though, the original Hidden and Dangerous is now available as a digital download for the first time, so if you're looking to experience the game in its most faithful and functional reincarnation yet, this is the time to strike. Right, so let's have a look at the game page itself. This is the game page. As you can see, the graphics are old. It is an old game, but please do not make the mistake to think that this game is not worthy of your time, because it very much is. This is a great game. The only thing that kind of holds it up, on my account at least, is that the controls are something of a struggle to get into. They're quite bad for today's standard. They were okay at the time, they are less so now. But it's still very much a game that I encourage you to try and play, because it is very unique. And it is very cool. The atmosphere that this game had just oozed and dripped from this game. It is just incredible. Just the opening mission alone. It's a very short and simple mission. It's basically the goal that you get in the first mission is to cross a bridge. And that is it. you cross a bridge and you go to a rendezvous point. Of course, the bridge is infested with Germans, but the atmosphere of that first mission alone, it was great. It was nighttime, you were along a river, it was raining, there was thunder, if I remember correctly. You've got German patrols over the bridge, you've got a few lights in a house, you know, like a guardhouse. There is a train going by along the train, or on top of the bridge. And it can actually hit and kill you if you're not careful. But yeah, it was really, really good. And the best thing about Hidden and Dangerous, and Hidden and Dangerous 2 as well, is the sheer variety in environments and mission design as well. So let's have a look. You can see these are the SAS guys. They look pretty poor. We have Robin Hood Smedley. You got big open areas. You've got towns to fight in. You've got, this is one of the cutscenes. I very much remember this one. This cutscene was very, very exciting for me actually, because this was the really cool thing about this one was that there was a mission to go somewhere and destroy a dam or something. That was supposed to be the mission you were going for, and that was the briefing you got. And so you were briefed and you knew what you were going to have to do. And then this cutscene happens and your plane gets shot down. Your guys have to make an emergency jump, and you end up on a completely different map, a completely unexpected map. Your guys are scattered throughout the forest, nowhere near each other, and then it's up to you to regroup them and move to an exfiltration point and move to the dam on foot. And that was really cool. The moment I stood in this forest, I knew German patrols were there. I had no backup from teammates. I could switch between my characters, but that was about all that I could do. And it threw me for a loop, you know, and I was kind of scared all on my own, especially as young as I was at the time. I was like, oh crap, you know, how am I going to do this without backup? But yeah, very much encourage you to go and try this game. For example, this is another really cool mission that I remember. Mission Trap Key in Germany, where you have to kidnap a German officer by assaulting his villa and well, not destroying, but killing all of his guards, and then just taking this guy along with you into the woods. Very much a very open map in the style of the original Rainbow Six, where you could just kind of, you know, you had a building, you had the grounds surrounding the building, and you could go any way you wanted. That's just really, really good. You also have, you know, cities, forests, tanks, vehicles, snowy landscapes. Looks like a ship. I don't remember the ship mission, but oh, I remember this one. Driving the half-track and having some guys in the back and in the front shooting at Germans as we go by. So good. So good. But anyway, let's read the description as well, shall we? So the year is 1941, and your Special Forces team has been shot down deep inside enemy territory, and it's now reliant on your cunning and tactical thinking to get them safely across the border. The odds are stacked against you. Have you got what it takes? Well, that is an interesting description, because that is basically the mission I just described, but that is not what the game is. There are many missions where you are just dropped into the action and you are, you know, picked up again later, but there's only one mission where you got shot down, so I don't know why they picked this as the description for the game. But then we also have Hidden and Dangerous Fight for Freedom, which is the expansion pack. In 1941, Captain David Sterling gathered an elite group of soldiers and founded what was to become one of the most powerful special forces agencies in the world, the British Special Air Services. Only the strongest, swiftest, and most daring were allowed to join the SAS, and their bravery in battle was second to none. Now you can become a member of the SAS. Hidden and Dangerous Fight for Freedom adds new missions and campaigns to Hidden and Dangerous. Guide your 4-man squad of covert paratroopers deep into enemy territory during World War II. Either blow up the bridge or blow the mission. The choice is yours. Well, blow up the bridge, of course. Fight for Freedom raises the bar for squad-based games to new heights. And can you handle it? Well, build your squad from a roster of 40 international commandos, equip them with guns, explosives, and surveillance gear. Guide your team through sniper-packed forests, underground tunnels, and deadly city streets. An overhead map lets you synchronize split-second maneuvers. Yeah, there is a tactical planner in this game as well. Not sure if it's shown in the screenshots, but I don't think so. Yeah, well, yeah, this is it, actually. This is the overhead view, where you can click your guys, you can give them orders, you can give them waypoints, like, I want you to go there, I want you to watch this direction. I think there is one for that as well. And you can plan them out, and these are basically where the orders end up. You can drag them along this bar, if I remember correctly, so you can like basically line them up and to be in sync with each other. But basically everything that Hidden and Dangerous does, Hidden and Dangerous 2 expands upon. So let's have a look at its release message. So, Hidden and Dangerous Action Pack and Hidden and Dangerous 2, the tactical World War shooters where every bullet counts, are now available as digital exclusives on GOG.com. There's a sale. More often than not, strength or numbers are not the deciding factors of victory. Tactics are. A squad of fine British Special Air Service lads with coordinated moves, smart shooting and carefully chosen loadout can disrupt the most dense enemy forces as long as they stay hidden and dangerous. Right. The sequel, Hidden and Dangerous 2, expands on the gameplay mechanics that let you switch between a third-person and first-person view while also adding more stealth and subterfuge options. This time, our team is assassinating targets, sabotaging equipment, and rescuing prisoners in even more diverse locations across Europe, Africa, and Asia. Yep, very much. This game is it is one of my all-time favorite games. Let's just put it like that. I've actually covered it on my channel. There are about 4 videos that you can find right now, and they're all about the first 4 missions in Norway at winter time, and they are incredible. And I go really in depth about the inventory screen, setting up my characters, explaining the gameplay mechanics, and just playing the first few missions and just, you know, showing you what's going on. So I'm going to keep the description of this short. I just do want to say Hidden and Dangerous 2 is the textbook example of what a video game sequel should be. You take what you take the original concept of the game and you expand upon it. You expand upon it 100-fold, and that is exactly what Hidden and Dangerous 2 does. Right? It takes the premise of your SAS team, it takes the realism, it takes the tactics, it takes the strategy, and it just upgrades it. So where before you had to manage your inventory, now all your inventory stuff has weight and can affect your actions. You can now capture enemy soldiers if you manage to get them to surrender, and that means you can go stealthy into a compound, hide as the enemy, hide in plain sight, and maybe slit a few throats while you're there. Man, there's just so much going on in this game. The tactical planner is expanded upon. There are different ways that you can now interact with the environment. You can climb stuff, you can cut through fences and make your own entrances. There is so much going on, and all of that happens in various missions all across the world. So you have Africa, you play in tanks, you play as infantry, you play in France, you play in Italy, you play in Norway, you even play in Burma, where you fight against the Japanese army. There is so much content in this game, and not a single mission is the same as the one before it. There is so much stuff in this game, and I cannot recommend it enough. So if my opinion of a game matters to you in any way, buy this game, because you will not be disappointed if you like old school tactical shooters. Anyway, let's give this a read as well, and then I'm going to sign off on this video. So, Hidden and Dangerous 2 is a first and third person tactical shooter that builds upon the tremendous success of Hidden and Dangerous. You'll lead a small squad of allied soldiers deep behind enemy lines to carry out secret missions during World War II. The gripping storyline takes you to Europe, Africa, Burma, and other locations scattered across the globe. Each critical decision impacts you, your men, and your country. And the unique blend of action, strategy, and tactics forces you to use your brain just as much as your trigger finger. And for Sabre Squadron, reprise your role as commander of the elite Special Air Services in World War II as you take on the Axis powers in 9 new missions set in France, Africa, and Sicily. Fight through these campaigns alone or play cooperatively with friends. Sneak past enemy lines, infiltrate heavily guarded bases and outposts, and utilize superior tactics to eliminate the opposition. Let's see. Supply your squad with a number of weapons, including pistols, sniper rifles, grenades, and bazookas. A fully interactive environment depicts the ineptness of drowsy guards, the shocking quickness of an elite German battalion spotting your movements, and the terrified look of the enemy as you shove the barrel of your rifle under his nose. Well, I've never seen that, but yeah. That's just some flavor text, I guess. I don't know. I do know that, if you manage to sneak up to an enemy, there is a chance he is going to surrender, but he doesn't really look terrified. He just puts up his arms. He's like, "Yep, I surrender." But they kind of have to make it sound cool, I suppose. Complete over 20 missions in 9 campaigns, from the lush jungles of Southeast Asia to the harsh deserts in Africa. Commandeer a variety of vehicles, including trucks, tanks, motorcycles, and planes. Well, I really should get back into this game. And I wanted to. I've been out of it for a while. I had a new computer in the meantime, and I have to reinstall Hidden and Dangerous 2, and I have to play through the first few missions again before I can continue where I left off. And that has kind of been putting me off, and as well as the fact that I've had many other games to cover on my channel. But now with this release, man, I really should get back into it. And I'm going to buy this game as well. Again. But I hope you do too, because it really deserves to be bought and played more. It's been so long since I've heard people in the gaming community talk about the Hidden and Dangerous games, and they're so unique and they're so good, and they've been genre defining just as much as the original Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon were. So, like I said, if my opinion about gaming or about games means anything to you at all, go ahead and buy these games, because you will not be disappointed. For now, my name is Sick. Please leave a comment below and like the video if you enjoyed this content and want to see more, and I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.